Hello. I'll take a moment here for us to settle in, for you to find your spot in your space. Once you find your spot, just maybe that cushion under your bottom always works, always takes a little bit of pressure off the spine. Let your legs, if you sit on the ground, just easily cross. And whilst you do that, just wiggle out your toes. Wiggle out your fingers. And then your nose. And your eyebrows and eyelashes. Wiggle out your face. Maybe wiggle out your spine. So your body, it's like your body's like this pendulum, like to sway side to side. You never really move in this like side to side space. You're always kind of like forward and back, up and down. But never really move in this like seaweedy space, the kelp in the ocean, the seagrass. So let's just allow our body to slide side to side. You can imagine your spine. It's like that slinky snake that snakes across the desert. And as she winds, she leaves this beautiful egg pattern, an imprint. Maybe you notice that your vertebrae in your spine, maybe there's popping, or sounds like grinding. Maybe it's just air. Maybe the joints are dry. Maybe we need to lubricate ourselves with our breath, with our mind, with our food, with what we're taking into our body, our impressions. And then slow down your winding side to side. And then you can interlock all your fingers and you bring the tip of your thumbs to touch. And you can just hold it kind of like your elbows can rest next to your rib cage. So not all the way down in your lap. Wherever you're on your breath cycle, just press the breath out. Stay empty of breath just for a moment. Squeeze it out. Now from here, as we inhale, we're going to just lift the hands up towards like the throat and make your fingers look like you're holding a ball right in front of your throat. Your elbows out towards the side, your shoulder blades, let them soften. You don't need to scrunch your shoulders to your hips. Now find your breath as you breathe in through the nose. Slight Ujjayi sound. And then as you exhale through rounded lips, like again, we're going to breathe in through the nose. And then rounded lips. Eyelids soft. Inhaling. And exhaling. And when you're breathing in through the nose, find that Ujjayi sound through the back of your throat. It's the same sensation or shape you'd make when you're fogging up the bathroom mirror. And then through the rounded lips, just keep breathing. So at the space of the throat, a space of our expression. And this is a time asking, how do you wish to express yourself in life? And we've heard of all the old stories. We've been talking about it for a long time. The way life was. And we recognize that, say, how life was, but was always the best way to live. Maybe we're conforming to an idea that's been programmed in our mind through our generations. And now there's a rising, a shifting and a changing. There's been a changing of the guard. And each is being asked to truly value that which is sacred. It is a sacred time. Choices we make, free will, says we can make our own decisions. And the question posed is, which way are you going? So as we breathe into this space, it's this place of our expression. We're also returning to this element of ether, this place of sort of unmanifest, something that we may not even see. But we knowing that these elements make us up in every way. So breathing in and out. Which way are you going? How do you wish to express yourself in the world? Just ponder upon that just for a moment. And if you're feeling that your shoulders are aching, just breathe more deeply into them. It's like a kriya. We're cleansing these spaces of our thoughts and our thinking. We're clearing old debris, even things we've said before, things that we've done, the actions we've taken, including the food we've eaten, the footprints we've made, wherever we've traveled. We're now lightening the load. So as we move forward, we're finding that expression of ourself, that expression of divine. 2 more deep breaths. Bring your hands together at the place of the heart, Atma Anjali. Palms resting one into the other. So what are you offering? I always say heart first. If you're valuing something about you, what are you offering? Offering to your own altar, your altar within. How can one step into the highest expression? What choices are you making? So bow chin to chest and just ponder for a moment. What is your offering? What do you value most about you? Where does your heart just beat? Just that extra special sound. This is all about valuing. So as we move on this new path, this wave of opening, What are you valuing? Something extra special about you. Whisper it on your lips. Let the universe hear you. Remember the words we speak. Spell binding. Float the thumbs to the place of the third eye. Just say thank you, angels, for guiding me. To all the beings of light that follow me around with a dustpan. I so appreciate you. Those sweeping the path ahead, holding the light. Say, I see you. Press your thumbs like just a little extra pressure into that point by the third eye, just a little pressure. Take a deep breath in here. Full breath out. Slide your hands down to your heart, just feel that connection. Breathe into your heart, this element of air. Now peel your hands open, just the outer rims of your palms are together and the fingers are moving away. Your elbows hang down by the sides of your rib cage. And the gaze is into the lotus. The element is air. So breathe into your body. Feel as you breathe in air through your heart center. You can just visualize with your mind that as you're breathing in through the heart, out through the heart. Keep breathing. And before you, a doorway is opening. It's like a forest green doorway. It's the vines of Mother Forest wrapping around it. She's carved by nature. She has like that extra special green moss. When you look at it really closely, that makes up the green. And if you look even closer, you'll see that these tiny, minute little elementals always working. It's keeping Earth, nature, this doorway, always beautiful. So as you sit here in this place, notice that doorway that stands before you. You see in the door is carved a beautiful symbol. Keep breathing in and out through your heart center. Just notice the symbol as it appears to you on the door. And as curious as you are, you gaze a little bit closer and you realize that the symbol is like a little like a looking glass, and you can see through the door. And you see through the door and you see upon the other side. It's like sunlight, just shining a little brighter. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now take one hand, doesn't matter which hand it is, maybe the right hand faces away from the body and the left hand faces towards it. You're going to interlock your fingers. And you can just lower the hands so they're kind of like solar plexus height. You're going to breathe in, your belly's going to go big like Ganesha belly. And you're going to breathe out through your nose. Sound of Vijaya, that ocean wave. You're going to breathe in, belly's going to get big. I'm going to breathe out, and as you sit here in the space, as you hold your hands in this place, there's like a gentle pulling in opposite direction. So as you look through the door, little people, you see it's like bright sunshine. It's so bright you can't even see what's going on, but it smells as you smell the air. It smells as sweet as honey. So deep breath in through the nose, belly expands. Smelling the sweetness of the air, breathing out. Belly presses back into the spine. Inhaling deeply, belly expanding. And always curiosity, a courageous curiosity, thinks it's time that we move in. So you press with all your might, pull, and press your belly out. The door swings wide open. And you stand at the threshold and you gaze in, and before you, you see it's like a canyon before you. And on the other side of the canyon, it looks like a tiny light. But you wonder in your heart, in your mind, in your will, how ever will I traverse? Will I get from here to there? So we ask you to sit. And just sit in the space. And now just change your hands, the opposite hands behind and the other ones in front. Again, big belly breath. Now sit quietly in your mind. And breathing in. And breathing out. Feel your arms, the shoulders may even be speaking. How do you go from this side to there? What's the puzzle piece that fills the gap? They ask in the space, what is your offering? Maybe it's your funny ideas of how you think that you're going to get from here to there. Maybe for a moment, just stop your thinking. Sitting nice and tall, crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Breathing in deeper than before. Belly, chest rising, pressing breath out. Slowly release your hands, bring your hands in front of your heart. Interlock all your fingers except your index fingers and thumbs. And then you're going to press the index finger and thumb together. And then just rest your hands down in your laps. They ask if there's a point of focus. As you bring your awareness to the sacrum. Imagine as you sit here in this space, awaiting a creative inspiration. You breathe into this chalice, the sacred bone. With every breath that you breathe, it's like liquid light. It fills up your spine, pouring into this chalice. And we ask you to sit quietly and breathe. And slowing down the breath. You're going to inhale, maybe to a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, 5. Exhaling 5. Inhaling 5. Exhaling 5. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Keep breathing. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Keep breathing. There's no edges to the breath. The breath is just flowing. Feel as you breathe. It's like waves of the ocean washing through you. All thoughts that we think, ideas that we have, just washing away. The mind settling quietly. It's called a point of focus. The questionings, the wonderings, the curiosities, the thinkings, the dreamings, the should-dos, would-dos, could-dos, can-dos, will-dos, going-to-dos. Slow your breath down even more so. Maybe the count is, maybe it's 6 or 7. As you get to the top of the breath, you feel the breath lifting into your chest, and from the top you find yourself pressing the breath from the top all the way down into the navel, squeezing every drop of breath out. Inhaling deeply, belly expanding, chest rising, back of the heart and the back ribs expanding, the crown of the head. And from the top down, you press the breath out. Squeezing from the root lock, you feel root locking every drop of breath out. As we breathe in, we're going to elongate as we hold the breath at the top. Just stay here, holding the breath. And now from the top down, pressing the breath out. All the way to the bottom, squeezing breath out. Root locking, feel the pelvic floor. Squeeze it. Inhaling right from the root. It's like pregnant with air, belly, heart, chest, collarbone spreading, shoulders dropping, crown of the head reaching. Retain the breath, sit in the breath. The breath becomes like a palace, a temple. It's from the point of the temple, light sprinkles down. Notice that. Press the breath out. And when you press the breath out, you're coming back into your being. You notice your physical form. This is what they're asking. What do you value? There's only one of you in this particular design. Nose, eyes, eyelashes, hair. the shape of your mouth, the sound of your voice, your heart that beats in your chest, the length of your toes. When you sit in the temple, feel yourself, a chalice of light filled completely, completion and wholeness. Bring your right hand, 2 fingers going to touch the earth, your first 2 fingers, and then bend your, is it right hand, right? So bend your left elbow and take the tip of your index finger to the thumb. The other fingers are going to stand straight up towards the sky. You're going to sit nice and tall. Find your breath in your body. There's a current of light from the center of Mother Earth, her core light. And so as you breathe in this core light, earth energy through your body, through your fingers. Anchor into Mother Earth. She fills you. Your body that's touching the earth, she fills you. And from the bottom up, you fill with breath. So feel your breath as you're breathing in from the bottom up. And then sigh the breath out like it feels really good. Again, you're going to breathe in. Through the back of the throat, you're going to soften and sigh the breath out. As you're breathing in, everything touching the earth starts to fill. That green, mossy color fills you up. All the way up to the crown of your head. And then and as you sigh the breath out, you notice those little elementals running all around you. It's like they are gardening every cell. They're turning the soils within you, breathing in richness, Gaia force. She's filling you. And then this feeling of yes. Just notice that. Keep breathing. And your inner eyes, you reopen them to see yourself now sitting, bewildered on the other side of the canyon, unsure of how you even traversed. But you find yourself sitting, floating on a lily pad. This beautiful, serene lake all around you. The sky so blue above you, the sun that shines. Peace fills the air. The sweet scent of lotuses around you. Mind so calm, content, and realizing everything we've done. Every step we've ever walked. The wisdom within. The remembrance. Our faith, our trust. Built this bridge to where we sit. And as we sit in this space, we recognize that the light we always saw was the light that was within. And so in the space where we gather, just notice the essence of the air that's shifted. We're being received. Kuan Yin. Just notice the air. She's standing. She's floating on the lotus. She's holding to you. In her hands is a gem. It's like tear-shaped. She gestures to you. She says, hang it in your heart. This gem within. It's such a beautiful shape. And as you look to the gem, you see yourself. It's like a reflection. Every step you've ever stepped, every doorway you've ever opened. You feel this sheen of light sheen back to you. It's like the reflections of you smiling. It's like the light of your teeth, the moonlight. You feel this light just penetrating. And so she says this is a healing. So sit in the space as you breathe into your body. And just be receiving. Now rest one hand on your belly, one hand like solar plexus area. Just feel your breath in your body. Just notice your nervous system. The quietening. So listen carefully. We'll take a deep breath in together. And then we're going to hold the breath. And then we'll exhale the breath out, this nice long breath. We'll do this together. So this breath that we're going to take in, press first all your breath out. Now inhale like a big breath. Hold the breath in. And now it's like, and then just let the breath come all the way out. And linger into that exhaling. You're going to feel that you want to take a breath in, just linger a little bit more. Now inhale. And exhale. Just a regular breath, inhaling. And breath out. Another regular breath in. Full regular breath out. Now we're going to do that big quick inhale. Hold the breath. Sit nice and tall. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. And now it's like follow it out all the way. It's the longest breath out, 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 out. You're going to feel an urge to breathe in. Just keep the breath out. Regular inhale. A regular exhale. Again, regular inhale. A regular exhale. A regular inhale. A regular exhale. Hold the breath out. That big inhale. Hold the breath. And now exhale. All the way to the bottom. Feel the urge go past the urge, all the breath out. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Just turn your palms up on your legs. Sit nice and tall, eyes closed, gaze to the point of your third eye, tip of the tongue behind the two front teeth. Remember, as we do these practices, even if there's urges, keep it back in this place of tender focus. If there's anything we're needing, is that divine wisdom is coming in. So in the space, be quiet and still, eyes lightly turned up, tip of the tongue behind the two front teeth. practice is our focus. It's the stillness. Anything that needs to be remembered will be remembered. Anything that's for you will be for you. Remember, this is our uniqueness. Eyes slowly close. Softness to the face. And he's sitting in this well of light. So as we approach this inner doorway, this remembrance and this renewing, is an offering of this new moon. What are you valuing? She says, hold your heart tenderly. This is a time where the light will be shined on each individual to show your individuality. We may be inspired by another, and that's okay. But receive you, yourself, your uniqueness. Secrets are being revealed about our inner truths. We're going through a deep shadow clearing. So these are the days to be purging. And purification. The purification starts with us, within your body, purify. Your thoughts, purifying. Your words, purifying. Your actions, purifying. Your intentions, purifying. Your state of being, purifying. She gestures to you, you are a vessel. She says, the same vessel I hold within my hands. And she fills you up, and feel this liquid light filling you. It's like moonlight. It's like a pearl light. You see it inside of you, every cell. Your beingness. She says, this is you. To breathe into yourself, into all your allness. And breathe out, bring your hands over your heart. She says, tender loving care starts here. In the heart, let your hands rest with sweetness. Who are you valuing? Bowed into chest, eyes softly closed. And she says, on this weave of this new moon, there's an offering. There's a dreamy component. So become aware of the dreams, the intuitions, but let them be free, free flowing. The painting that will be painted will come easily. No trying or doing. Bow into your chest and offering to yourself. Just a promise to be true to you. To step in your truth, into your alignment, into your universe. Feel your heart beating. Notice its rhythm. That rhythm is like waves that moves through you. Notice how your brain and your heart are synced. One perfect rhythm. Heart-brain coherence. Hands in front of the heart, palms together, Atma Anjali. Feel the beating of your heart still in your hands. Your whole self beating, the space around you beating. perfect rhythm. Let's bow in and give a gratitude. Kuan Yin, we thank you with all our heart for guiding. Close your thumbs to a place of your third eye, honoring that space of your inner guidance and the guiding light. And the light within me bows to the infinite light within you. Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.